I'm looking at a people, and perhaps some of you that are watching us online today, this is the testimony of this particular house, that even with the little string, we've never had, a big, huge amount of people, never had some great big influence in this city, but how honored and privileged we felt that the Lord could speak this word to us. And no, he wasn't just talking about Chris and Carol. He's talking about the Urban Life family and the calling he has upon us. That I've been able to open up a door for you because even though you had a little bit of strength, you kept my word. You didn't deny my name, both in our personal lives and in our corporate gathering. And so I felt like the Lord told me to put the emphasis on that. This will be part of the strategy for Urban Life this year. I know sometimes when pastors talk about the new year and the strategy, there's all kinds of initiatives. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that and we're gonna raise these funds and build this and build that. And here's the Lord still telling us about, talking to us about his strategy being a people that he can work through, that he can live through. So what's this open door? I believe that the open door is right in line with what he's told us all along. The Lord told us to come to Harrisburg and that he would bring us, assemble a team of people who would help us to rebuild, to restore, and renew hearts and homes in this community. So the open door that I see is not the open door to prosperity. No, that's not what I'm talking about. It can involve that, but God's always got something more, much more in mind. He's not talking about the open door for everybody to find out about our church. No, this. That could very well happen, but that's not what God's goal is. What's the open door? It's an open door to those hearts and homes. Doors that are closed because of the philosophy that it's all good. Doors that are closed because of the belief that you don't have the right to push off your beliefs on me. Hearts and homes that are closed right now, but God says he can use a people who, even though you got a little bit of strength, you're not going to deny my name. You're going to keep my word. And God's going to use that to create open doors. Part of the reason why we're online and all of that, because it's helping us to get around some doors. It still amazes me. Some people who have never, ever been in our presence physically, who God used these little quick little snippets of video clips that we send out. And, I put these flags up to show you the nations that we are reaching. It's incredible. And what's so funny is, let me tell you some prophetic significance of this. We created these flags when we first moved here to Harrisburg back in 2000. It was just in our heart. Now here, my God, all these years later, in September 2004, Mom can tell you, when she was there in our first building, we had all these signs. It went all the way around, had them all the way around the room. Because it was just in our heart to reach these nations. Then internet wasn't like it was now. We didn't have no webcast. We didn't have so God just said, you guys always hear me talking about this, do the best you can with what you got. And the Lord spoke this extra little phrase to me today, a couple of days ago, as I was thinking about that, do the best you can with what you got. And he said, because I'm going to do the best that I can with what you give me. Come on, bless the Lord. But these flags represent all those nations that was in our heart to reach them. And now today, by internet, we've reached them. What? Why? Because God opened up a door for people who had a little strength. We didn't have thousands of dollars to get on cable TV, TBN network, Daystar. We didn't have none of that. But just a little strength and a people willing to keep his word and don't deny his name. God opens the door. So for 2014, I still hear the same thing. As we are gathering each week, and as God is using you where you work, where you live, he's going to open doors. And barriers that have always been there, money barriers that have been there, time barriers, relationship barriers, even the barrier within you that says, I'm not qualified. God, I don't know what I'm talking about. What if I get into a debate with these people about these philosophies and beliefs? You know what the answer is for the debate about philosophies and beliefs? It's to be like the man who Jesus healed who was blind. When they got into the debates with him about it, whether it should have been done on the Sabbath or not, and he said, look, all I know is that I was blind and now I can see. Come on, bless the Lord. So that's your debate, because people can fight with you about your beliefs, but nobody can fight with you about your testimony. And the word of the Lord says we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and what? By the word of our testimony. You can't take my story away from me. I know what he did for me. Come on, bless him today. So God's going to grant some open doors.